What's going on, failers? I'm across the street from my house right now. Late afternoon, and today is actually the first day in probably a good 2-3 weeks that it wasn't 90 degrees. And to be honest with you, I should be on two wheels right now. I should be heading down over to the power line here. Anyway, today's vlog, this little so-called vlog, if you want to call it that. I'm having some bow issues, and today actually was the first day of having your doe permits sent into a treasury office to get your antlers tagged for the first round. So anyway, I have been shooting a Bowtech RPM 360, and I fell in love with that bow after I had put in a torqueless bow grip on, a custom grip. Bow did not feel good in the hand until I put that grip on. Anyway, I bought the bow back in 2015. 2016, I had a limb split on me, and for a while there, Bowtech, this was a known thing going on. There was the limbs were made of carbon fiber, but there was stacks of it with a resin, and the problem was that it was splitting. So I was the first owner of the bow registered, and they fixed it free of charge, no questions asked, nothing. Shot the bow until just over a month ago, no issues. When the limb split in 2016, I had new strings and cables put on. So just over a month ago, I decided I need new strings and cables. It's about time. They look good, but I wanted to replace them. So I went to Lanks Archery Supply, my nearest bow shop, and they got me new strings and cables. They called, said bow's done, pick it up. So I went to paper tune it, and we could not get the bow shoot worth shit. And I was running out of time. I had to leave. I had to be somewhere else, so I left the bow there. I came back a day or two later when they called again, said bow's done, pick it up. So I worked with the same guy at LAS, and I said, hey man, what was going on? He goes, you ain't gonna believe it, but the cables were crossed, and they uncrossed them and paper tuned the bow. Bow shot amazing. Now when the cables were crossed, when I was drawing the bow back, there was a lot of cracking and popping going on, and then it seemed like it was up in the limb pockets. That had me concerned a little bit, because the first time that the bow exploded on me, I heard that specific pop, and then it just poof, limb went. So second set of limbs, brand new strings and cables, everything is set up to par, paper tuned it, bare shafted it and all that, and came home to sight the bow back in. 30 shots later, full draw, poof, limb exploded, and now I'm like, holy freaking shit, I'm scared. You know, there was carbon pieces flying towards me, and the bow actually shot. I shoot a back tension release. The bow actually shot on me. Luckily the arrow actually hit my target, but yeah, I was like, holy crap. So took the bow back in. They're like, you know, what's going on? I'm like, well, look, limb exploded. So alright, so I contacted Bowtech, sent them an email, and here they got new limbs now that they build in-house. They don't no longer I guess have their limbs made somewhere else. So these now are called solid core limbs. So got the limbs put on. Strings and cables are fine. Cam seemed looked fine. Everything seemed sync. Come pick it up. So I went to LAS. First draw, I heard this pop, and it sounded like it was in the top limb pocket. I left down in a hurry, and the guy looked at me. He goes, "It was probably just settling in." I guess it's a somewhat of a known thing. I don't know. It scared the shit out of me. I thought something was exploding. Took 4 shots through paper, bare shaft and fletch. Bullet hole. Couldn't believe it. Didn't have to yoke tune it or nothing. It was completely synced. Came home, shot a half dozen shots, and full draw. Crack! And I left down in a hurry. Did not fire the shot off. And I'm like, holy shit, what just happened? My limb just, broke or something. Something happened. And looked the bow over. Couldn't find anything. Couldn't see no cracks. Couldn't see nothing, nothing out of whack. I put an arrow on the cam, down to the string, make sure, the axles and stuff were, something didn't bend. Nothing seemed like it was out of whack. So now I'm scared shitless, to be honest with you. And I'm like, alright, take it back to the LAS. And they're like, dude, you were just in here like 2 days ago. I'm like, yeah, well, something broke. So they took the bow and they took it in the back and said, well, we don't see nothing wrong with it. And they're like, well, let's shoot it. I'm like, I ain't shooting that bow. I ain't touching that bow again. I am now scared shitless of this thing. The bow blew up twice on me, and it was in my face, full draw. I'm like, you guys can shoot it. And they're like, alright, we'll find somebody. Which was funny. My dad's standing here with me. And so one of the kids there shot the bow like 4 or 5 times. And another employee was standing there, and there was no pops or no cracks. The kid was shaking like crazy. I would have been too, and nothing happened. I'm like, something's going on with this bow. There's a tumbling effect going on after I got the new strings and stuff put on, and the cables got crossed. There was all that popping and cracking and something, and then 30 shots later, the bow exploded. So they sent the bow back to Bowtech. So now I'm waiting on them to get back to me. I'm hoping to death that they find something, you rip it apart, and they find something completely wrong. And then I was told that they'll send me, or let me pick a new bow choice to equal value what my bow cost. So that's what I'm hoping. But in the same hand, I'm now just scared of Bowtech. There were so many issues with mine and a few models that had my limbs and stuff, and I know they fixed it, and there's not too many people saying that they're having this issue anymore. Anyway, so I'm looking for a new bow, and what I want to ask y'all is, what bow would you pick for 2019? And to be honest with you, I'm looking at Matthews. Looking at the Vertex, actually. Haven't shot it. There was a kid that I did some filming for from Lanks Archery during turkey season, and he had a triax. I did shoot that, and I'll tell you what, that thing was freaking amazing. He left me shoot it like 3-4 times, and that's been sitting on the back of my mind now for a while. So right now I don't have no cash, nothing for a new bow. I got some high-end firearms that have been sitting in my gun safe for a while now that I just have not been shooting, haven't touched or nothing. So I'm gonna sell one of them, and one of them will buy me a new bow, and that's exactly what I'm gonna do. But what would you pick for 2019? I know I'm standing on a tower here, power line tower. What would you pick for 2019? All the bows nowadays are pretty much identical, other than it's the draw cycle of the bow and speed and quietness. I'm short. I got 26-inch draw length, and I normally shoot 70 pounds. So that's what I'm looking at. Noise somewhat is a thing. You know, you don't want a bow that's too loud. For my research, Bowtech, the Matthews is actually the quietest out of like decimal testings and stuff. But yeah. So what would you pick? I'm going in with a clean thought, other than I don't want another Bowtech. So PSE, Matthews, oh man, Quest. There's, I mean, G5. There's all, you know, different bows out there. But what should I test shoot? I plan on test shooting a lot, but is there any specific models and that I should be looking at? Like I said, I got a 26-inch draw and I'm shooting 70 pounds. So if you can help me out, I'd definitely appreciate it. If you like these vlogs, please smash the like button. If you're not a fellow subscriber, please subscribe. And till next time, yee yee.